Well, good morning and welcome back to the program 803 as we work our way through the morning together. My good friend Jacques from, let's see, Soualiga Capoeira. I'm going to say that. I'm going to botch this up
That's
so
okay.
badly, brother.
That's okay.
Huh,
I've heard so many different ways of people saying capoeira.
Capoeira.
Capura,
Capoeira. I'll,
capoeira.
I'll get there. I'll get there. What is it? Let's tell people what it is
So,
first.
capoeira is a Brazilian martial art. It was developed by slaves during the time of slavery. It was
Mm-hmm.
their way of fighting back,
Mm-hmm.
basically. And how they did that because their hands were tied, they could only use their legs, their arms, their heads. So they really had to be creative in their movements.
Mm-hmm.
And so, long story short, very is what would happen is they would kind of fight the slave masters as
Mm-hmm.
best as they can,
Mm-hmm.
escape, run out into the jungles, into the
Mm-hmm.
woods, continue to kind of develop this art, and then come back. Some of them used to go back into the slave camps to continue teaching the rest, and then help them to escape.
Oh wow.
And then the ones who were free, eventually they created small little tribes out there called quilombos.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how you said that slavery got demolished, not demolished,
Abolished.
abolished. And after a while, capoeira was still seen as a very rebellious and street form of not even a martial art, it's just like street things.
Right.
So that was also people who did capoeira were labeled as rebellious people. And as you know,
You don't seem rebellious to me.
no, not at all, man. But we
You seem
can't be
like one of the
very
nicest guys I know.
we go against the grain when we're ready.
Uh,
No, but so that happens. Some other details happen, but let's say the most important thing is we have Mestre Bimba, one of the masters who decided he wants to make capoeira more into a school. More, he wants to get it more that people respect it and
mm-hmm.
not see it as something bad, but something positive.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to visit other martial arts and other artists, and together he kind of developed his style. We call
Mm-hmm.
it regional, which is kind of what you see now with the flash kicks and some of the acrobatics. It's a bit more acrobatic.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another capoeira teacher or practitioner at the time called Mestre Pastilla, and he looked at that and he was like, "I see what you're doing, but I would rather stay in tune with our historical part of the art." And he did more of a traditional thing with regional. So that is more, the difference is more that Angola is playing close to each other, like really having no space around each other while you're moving very slow, listening to the music, and it's more of a mind game.
Mm-hmm.
So we have little takedowns, and we would, let's say, do a kick and see how you react. Do the kick three other times, get the same reaction, and like the fourth time, we change what we're doing. So we'll fake the kick, we get you to react exactly how you showed us, and then we'll like take you down or go in a different direction to kind of trick the brain, you know.
Right.
But at the end, how I teach it, my philosophy of capoeira is more of a social aspect to it. It's more like we're using our body to have a conversation, to learn who we are as a person, how we can move, how we can push ourselves, and try to translate that to the world. So
Mm-hmm.
I teach a lot of kids, and sometimes with sports in general and arts in general, kids or even people want to learn a certain skill.
Right.
And that development phase is what I try to translate to them in real life, also with school. Like,
Right.
you want to get your diploma or you want to become this person in the future. There's certain steps and certain things you have to kind of commit to and just try out. Even if you're failing, you just got to keep practicing, practicing, practicing.
Hard work,
Hard
right?
work actually pays off. And then eventually you'll notice, oh, I got to my goal. Or, hey, I learned the move, because we have people, kids want to learn like backflips. But there's a few moves you got to practice and kind of
Beforehand, right?
beforehand and kind of master before I can teach you how to do a backflip.
Well, you know what it really comes down to, and it doesn't matter what you do in life. The lesson that one walks away with
Yes.
as a student, as a young person, is that persistence and practice
Correct.
and commitment,
Correct.
yield results
Yeah.
over time.
So speaking about commitment, I started in 2002.
Oh wow.
We're 2025. So I saw my teacher. So
Mm.
at that time, 2002, there was like a Teen Times article. I still have the article at home. And like one day on a Sunday, I was with my friends on the beach and I saw a guy like moving very different than usual
Uh,
at the end of Mullet Bay.
mhm.
So I walked over there with a friend of mine and I asked him, like, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, this is capoeira." I was like, "Oh, that's the thing I read. Teach
Yeah.
me, because I really want to learn it." And he was like, "But I'm not a teacher, but I'll show you some moves." So he showed us some moves and I was just hooked.
Well,
I kind of begged him to teach me some more stuff, set up a class, and then I think a couple of weeks later we had like a first class at the old Sundial gym before
oh
it got
wow.
demolished.
Wow.
And to his surprise, he had like 20 teenagers that were there. They're ready to like try out something new for the first time. to walk on their hands, to try and be on their heads and spin around.
You know,
Um,
it screams, for the need
yeah,
here,
yeah,
and we need to have the things for our young people. We need to have, um, the physical activity,
indeed, indeed.
and
And
you know,
I try to bring that to the forefront. Also, because I studied gym teacher for about a year,
mm,
and the community social work is actually my profession.
mm,
So knowing the ins and outs of a community and what it's needed for different development phases of a child, but even for us adults, if we want to remain healthy and sharp-minded, we should also keep moving. Um, and it just is important, as a doctor, when people get sick and you go to your doctor, one of the questions the doctor asks you is how active are you in movement? Do you
right.
do a little fitness? Do you walk a lot? Do you run? Do you do sports? And if your answer is no, well, your doctor will suggest to please start doing that,
Right.
because your body, we are born to play and to move. So
Yeah.
when we get older and we kind of stop doing that, our body will also degrade much faster.
A little exercise goes a long
Goes
way.
a very long way.
It's super important. One of the things that just occurs to me, every time I talk to someone who, is in one of the arts or one of the athletic. This is something that kind
This
of
is a mixture. People always
both,
ask
right?
me like, okay, so I see you at sport events for the sports department, but I also had the culture events for the culture department.
Yeah,
Where
it's
do you
it's
fit? I'm like, I
both,
fit in both.
right?
That's what makes capoeira so unique and very hard to gauge. It's hard to like say put capoeira in Olympics, because
Yeah,
where do you put it exactly? How do you do the pointing system and stuff?
right.
But for me, it's a holistic kind of art form.
And
It's
it's something we need for our young
yeah.
people. I watch. I remember growing up, right? Like, I'd come home from school,
Mm-hmm.
do your homework,
Yeah.
change your clothes, get out of the school clothes, put on
Home
not
clothes. Yeah.
yeah, not,
Whatever.
not school clothes, right? And then go outside.
Yeah.
Go outside and play.
Go have
Get
an
out of the
adventure.
house.
Go and have an adventure, and then
Yeah,
be
and don't.
home before lights are out,
Yeah,
or before the lights go on.
yeah. There was a
The street lights, yeah.
for us. The street lights came on. You better be
You
home.
got to be home. They
Not
don't.
be you have to home when they come on, right?
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, and we today we have this culture that people stay
They
inside.
do. They do.
And I
They do.
understand it's hot out, and it's not the most pleasant time of the year to be outside.
But it's
Get
also
get outside and do something.
like the whole change, right? So you need like, so let's say 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we had less cars on the road. We had less development. There was more trees, more spaces where kids can just leave the house. I'm gonna go up the road, and they just went into some abandoned yard
Mm.
with tree, and they just played, had an adventure.
Yeah.
And what happened over the years? More development, but just the
Let, let,
buildings and not the facilities or social spaces.
one,
A little
one
park or
one
stuff
of the
like that.
things that I would love to see if we can get our young people to embrace. We are so fortunate here. 37 square miles on Sweet St. Martin, um, 37
Beaches.
beaches, and people travel from all over the world to come put their feet in our sand,
Yeah.
to come put their feet in our ocean and go swimming. And it it kills me when I see our young people not embrace
Mm-hmm.
what the beauty that we have, that they'd rather be inside and not go outside and put your feet in the sand, go out on the beach, go
Yeah.
swim, go enjoy, go hike through the bush.
Enjoy nature that's
Yeah,
around you.
yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah, we need more of that. We really need more of that.
Well,
It's
listen, if you have ideas, you let me know. You want to come here with young
all the
people,
time.
my door is open to you anytime you have something you want to talk about.
Thank you. I'll definitely take you up on that, because
Deal.
there's a lot of stuff we can talk
Deal.
about.
So what is the event?
So, yes.
What's the event this weekend?
So
Tell
this
me all
event,
about
so every year within Capoeira, not every year, but with my school, we try to do a graduation
Mm.
every year. It's
Mm.
just for us to highlight the kids.
it. Hmm.
Um,
How many kids in the school?
So right now I have 12
Right.
official students. They've been with me for about 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Some of them been 6 years. Some of them just started, let's say, in January or so. So pretty new. But I also teach at different after school programs. So Sister Regina, I teach in the afternoon. Sister Magda, Sister
That's my
Borgia.
neighbor. That's my neighborhood, Sister Regina.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love that
I have
school too.
I love all. I have two favorite schools on the island. They're gonna get yelled at now, but I love them all. but I love Aranya School, and I
Uh,
love Sister Regina.
I came from Oranje School, my alma
Ah,
mater. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you when we get done. I have a picture on the wall
Mm-hmm.
with my first golden retriever when I moved here. He was a therapy dog from Therapy Dogs International, and we went to Aranya School
Oh,
to talk to the
cool.
kids. I'll show you. There's a picture on the wall.
Awesome.
I'll show you. It was the coolest thing.
Great. So we have our graduation. It's gonna start on Friday. Well, we have some incoming weather. So just so people to understand, usually we're on the boardwalk with this event. A nice public display. Everybody can see us, join, share the energy. Because of the weather, this year we're gonna go to Indisu in the dance theater
Right
by the Caribbean cinemas, by the
by the
movies.
movies.
If you want, you can join us there as well. We'll be there from 4:30, but let's say the public display part is from 5:30.
Uh-huh.
Unless you wanna watch us like warm up and do a little
Uh-huh.
class and stuff like that,
Right.
you can join us at 4:30. Saturday will be at Martin Academy from 9 a.m. The workshop started at 9, so but I'll be there super early to help set up. And then the idea is to have the graduation at Seaside Nature Park from 5 to 6:30.
Mhm.
We have some amazing guests coming down. We have my teacher and also the founder of our group, Tyrone Felipa, who's arriving today. We have 3 guests arriving today,
Uh-huh.
this afternoon. We have our teacher's teacher, so let's say my grand teacher, grandfather
Uh-huh.
teacher, Mestre Efraim Silva, also from Brazil, but he's flying here from, he lives in Miami now, so through Miami
Yeah.
or through Fort Lauderdale. And our guest of honor this year is, I'm not sure, have you watched the movie Only the Strong?
No.
Okay, so there's most people that practice capoeira, at least from my generation and older, they watched the movie Only the Strong. That was their first like visual representation. Like, what is that martial art in this movie?
Mhm.
So we're bringing down Mestre Amen Santo. He is a world-renowned percussionist of Afro-Brazilian art, Brazilian folklore dancer as well, and capoeira master. He worked on the movies Only the Strong and Kickboxer 4
Oh,
as a fight choreographer and also helping out with the capoeira aspects behind the scenes. He's an amazing guy, amazing capoeirista. He's one of my idols, actually. It's amazing that I was able
that's so
to,
cool.
to think
Isn't
about it. In 2002, when I started this, right, I just wanted to be like a St. Martin Power Ranger. Or like, I wanted to learn to flip, help out people, do my best.
Right.
And then I got inspired by one of my idols in this movie, and now how long are we now? 23 years later, I can bring him down to the island so he can, just be a part of our community here on St. Martin.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So full circle for you, huh?
Full circle. It's amazing.
Are
It's
you
really,
loving it? Are you
I-
loving life?
I'm loving life right now. It's
Good.
stressful with the event, with the weather, because this is we're
Well,
gonna
yeah.
change the date for next year. Just a heads up, everybody. We're gonna move it outside of the hurricane season.
Sometime,
But
yeah, earlier in.
we're gonna do it. I think in November. We're looking at November, later
Mm.
in the year actually. Because we also have being from an island. When I'm inviting guests, these guests are also being invited to other events in the States and in Europe.
Mhm.
And they have their seasons. They do the capoeira school programs in seasons. So the season end in June, May, June, July. So
Right.
there's a lot of other graduations from other schools at that time.
Right.
So it'd be harder for me to get certain teachers that I want to
Yeah.
come down here because they'll be already booked. In
Right.
November, it's much easier because everywhere's cold.
Yeah,
Everyone wants to leave to the
everybody
warm.
wants to come
So
here
I'm
when
like,
it's cold
hey,
up
let's
north.
look in November and everybody can come down here and put their feet in our sands and our waters.
Deal. Deal. So once again, it's just, the
Yeah,
start
so
on Friday.
We start on Friday
Mhm.
at in Disu Dance Theater. Let's say 4:30. Saturday from 9 till about 3 we'll be at St. Martin Academy, and then we'll move over to Seaside Nature Park at 5:30 for the graduation. Sunday is just our social day, so we'll be just around the island, maybe at a few beaches if the weather permits.
Fingers crossed.
Indeed. And I think that's about it. You can check us. I will go on live on Facebook
Mhm.
during the event, not the whole time. You can check our Facebook page, Soualiga Capoiera. We have an Instagram page as well.
And then,
The-
so if folks want to come participate,
They want to come participate. Actually, the best time to get a tryout for capoeira is during this event, the upcoming event, because we have so many teachers that you can get a nice broad spectrum of the different styles and types and philosophies of capoeira. In September, we just start classes by Nia in the Jar Harmony Center, where we teach on Wednesdays from 5:30 to 7, and on Saturdays we're on the boardwalk. Right now we're on the courthouse till
Mhm.
about October. From 4 to 6.
Mhm.
Everyone is welcome. Tryouts are for free. After that, we have just a monthly contribution of $30 a month. Anything else? I think it's super fun. I think everyone should just try it out. Capoeira is non-discriminatory. We have persons with special needs that do it. I actually teach on Zoom as well, where I
Oh, wow.
teach a senior who's 70-something. It's good for her mobility.
Yeah,
And
for
she has
sure.
a special needs son. And he does it also for his mobility and just to be social. So I think it's for everyone. So if you really want to just try something new, something different, you don't want to go to the gym,
Mm.
but you want to be around people, and you also want to learn a different culture and music. 'Cause that's another element of capoeira. You will learn how to play certain instruments.
Oh, that's
You will
cool.
learn how to sing songs in Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese.
Wow.
So besides the martial art part and the acrobatic part, there's also musical elements. So there's something for everyone if you
Love
just want to come and try it out.
love it. Tell everybody how to find you on Facebook.
Yeah, so just type in Soualiga Capoeira, Capoeira, Soualiga, how we do in St. Martin, and it should pop up immediately.
Perfect. Perfect.
Thank you so much,
Jacques, always
Isaac.
thank you for coming in. I very much enjoyed this. Thank
Same.
you for reaching out to me and asking if we could do this. I always love to talk about this kind of stuff because I think our visitors and our listeners are always interested too. So
Great. Thank you so
thank
much.
thank you for coming in this morning. It is what's the 8:19 right here in the Northeast Caribbean. Let me take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages. More fresh air in the morning is on the way.